Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? Good morning, good morning. My name's Patrouski. I did not expect to be live today, but there's so much going on in PokeMMO that I just had to go live and talk about. It'll be a shorter stream today, probably about an hour and a half, but jam-packed full of information. This is the perfect stream recap kind of stream, so if you're watching the recap, what's up? Good morning. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying the event. Make sure to like the video if you enjoy it, or dislike if you don't. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But let's go ahead and jump into step number one. Let's go over the bug fixings and stuff. There was a patch notes. I'm sure if you loaded into PokeMMO, it said, hey, there's a new revision. Do you want to install it? It's a pretty small revision, I think, from my understanding. But it basically is Covert Mantle is now flashed to opponents when the holder swaps in, similar to things like Quick Claw. They want your opponent to be aware that you're holding the item. It's kind of just more skill-based, understandable. Braviary now uses Bulk Up. I haven't done the Braviary raid yet, so I honestly can't speak on how impactful this is. Slacking now uses Amnesia at battle start. Now, I could be wrong. I think this was actually a change that was already implemented into the game. For the first few hours of Slacking raid, it was not. I think for the first few hours of Slacking raid, this was not the case. But then a few hours later, they buffed Slacking, and this was just the buff. So most people have already played against this version of Slacking. I don't think this is a further buff to Slacking. That's my understanding. Raid bosses, raid boss allies now inherit the speed EVs of raid bosses when spawned. This is pretty interesting. They're just making raids harder, which I'm kind of shocked by. I mean, most of the raids are pretty easy. It's really just Slacking. It's legitimately just Slacking is like a nightmare, but everything else was like first tryable, like super easy peasy. And then a bunch of just various bug fixes, various client crashes, an issue where, you know, lockup. Miracle Eye now ignores evasion stat modifiers instead of making moves impossible to miss. In the Lunar co-op instances, when a co-op battle is started, allies now have a 90-second timer to make a move before AI will choose for them. This is a cool change, though, for AFKers or leavers in the Lunar event. Fixed issue where Rock Smash would overlap a raid in Kanto. Blocked players are no longer matched during group matchmaking. This is nice, so you can effectively avoid as teammate if you've played like Overwatch or other games. If you have a really bad experience with a certain player, you can block them. This is actually really, really real. I haven't heard anybody talk about this. Being able to block someone and dodge them in your matchmaking is going to make your solo queue experience more palatable, and it really does impact things. You really do get the same people kind of over and over again if you play enough of the Abundant Shrine. So like if you've avoided someone as a teammate in Overwatch or any other competitive games, you'll probably understand this can actually be like really, really, really important to your win rate. Battle animations in the raid now end faster, so that's all kind of cool. That's a lot of cool stuff. Now, next up is the Zodiac Masters. They are out. They are released. I think all of their locations are I think they're all next to the raids. So if you look up like 2024, I could be mistaken. But there is a Discord. This screenshot that I'm showing right now straight up comes from my Discord. It was put out by Zanarchy, so shout out to him for compiling all this information. It's under, I think it's under something called, let's go to the event page. I think it's under like Lunar New Year info. Lunar event info 25. If you go to under the Lunar event, there's so many different chats in the Discord. You go to Lunar event 2025. You can go over and scroll down and find Zodiac Master locations, and it will go over all the locations. For example, some of them include like in Kanto. I can go over Kanto really quick. The Rabbit Master is at the Berry Forest. The Tiger Master is at Route 7. The Pig Master is at Mount Ember. The Horse Master is at Route 16. The Dog Master is at Waterpath. The Goat Master is at Route 10. The Snake Master is at Mount Moon. The Monkey Master, me, is at Viridian Forest. The Ox Master is at Route 11. The Rooster Master is at Savault Canyon. The Rat Master is at Victory Road. And the Dragon Master is at Route 21. You do have to do these masters in order to get the reward, which I don't know if we know exactly what it is yet, or maybe I just haven't seen it yet. And we even have, thanks to Zanarchy on screen, we have a list of all the strategies to actually fight their teams. They're just hard trainers, essentially, more difficult, high-end trainer fights. They should be pretty easy. From my understanding, you can use a gym rerun team to destroy most of them. From my understanding, but I think I'm assuming this is just what they use. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm sorry. This is what they do, and you have to develop your own strategy. Apologies, to fight against it. So this is what they do. So the Rabbit Zodiac is going to lead with Lopunny, of course. The Tiger is going to lead with Electivire. The Pig will lead with Emboar. This is their whole team layout. So if you want to coordinate a team around that, you can go ahead and do that. From what I've heard, Jimmy run strats just like Typhlosion. Tailwind, Sun, Typhlosion just seems to obliterate most of them, if not all of them. I find personally, if you have access to them, I find personally that a combination of... I got you go find them. This is what I use to defeat high-level trainers in PokeMMO generally, so like Cynthia and Morimoto. I'm guessing it would work pretty well for this, but I'm not 100% sure. I use a combination of Zapdos with like Volt Switch and Discharge and Hurricane, and then a Garchomp, because those two play off each other super well. If something hits Garchomp for super effective, aka an ice move, usually Zapdos switches in pretty well. You can switch in Earthquake attacks over into Zapdos and switch Thunder attacks over into Garchomp, and then usually like a Tailwind and a Cloystermon. So a Tailwind sacrifice Pokemon, an Icicle Spear Cloyster, a Garchomp, and a Zapdos are usually enough to take on a lot of the high-level trainers in PokeMMO from my personal experience. That's 2 out of the 3 big things to talk about. We're not even done yet. Next up is the Skyform SHAYMIN raid. The 13th raid is out. It is a raid. It's simultaneously the SHAYMIN catch, but also a raid. Let's look a little more into it in details. All right, shout out to Twitch chat because they let me know that the vanity is called the Zodiac Tang. I'm going to call it the Zodiac Tang, okay? So apologies. The Zodiac Tang is it seems like a body slot cosmetic that is tied to this event. It is only available in this Lunar New Year event and will probably never return. That's what a limited vanity generally does. It's not seasonal, it seems like, on the description. So this is a one-time only thing. The Zodiac Tang. Really cool looking vanity, pretty like simple. It has like the hanging sleeves though, which you don't really see on a whole lot of vanities. So it's kind of a unique visual in that regard. That is the reward for defeating all the Zodiac Masters. And it's currently worth 2.3 mil. So get yourself a pretty nice extra stack of Pokeyen on top of all the Cherish Balls you got from farming all the swarms. If you don't know already, the Zodiac tablets are obviously required to do all the Zodiac Masters, and you have to turn in 288 Swarm Pokemon to have all of them to be able to go get that. So next order of business, though, is the Skyform SHAYMIN raid. I'm going to be using Cav's stream/video. If you aren't subbed to Cav and you're subbed to me, what are you doing? Go sub to this guy. In my opinion, he makes the best PokeMMO raid content. And here is him spectating a lot of people in the Skyform SHAYMIN raid. It's over at a really beautiful area in the game. I kind of want to show that really quick. Look how pretty this is. It's called Flowers Paradise. I'm assuming once you defeat all 12 raids, you'll get an item that will teleport you to this location like you were able to in previous events. So we can actually see the mechanics over in the bottom right. Serene Grace is the ability. Held item is Type Policy. At 100%, he has Follow Me ads, it seems like. He also seems to summon ads. He seems to summon ads that are other raid bosses that you fought previously. So we can see, like, I've seen like Stoutland, Gyarados. It's just he summons like other raid Pokemon, which is pretty interesting. At 75%, he does go for a heal, it seems like, with Synthesis. So that's really crucial to keep in mind. You can see the Steelites from other raids that he summons. It does seem like a fire team is just the best strategy for it. It did take, I think 2.5 hours for the first person to claim the world first Skyform SHAYMIN raid. You can see it here. The OT Cav SHAYMIN came out sassy. You can see his fight a little bit, but I really wanted to show off the teams. I think this is the most important screenshot for people who are trying to look to complete it. There's obviously a lot of strategy and a lot of different things that we're going to have to factor in, and I'm sure a guide will be coming out here at some point pretty soon on Cav's channel. If you want to see it, once again, go sub to him. But as you can see here, Typhlosion, Chandelure, Magmortar, Moltres, Volcarona, Charizard is Jedgun's team, another really good raider. We also have... wait, I'm just realizing this team is Jedguns on 3 alts and then Cav. Wow, welcome to PokeMMO rating. That's insane. I'm assuming one of these mons has heal block. Or do you just tank the... you end up just tanking the... we have to have Cav in chat, and he can help out. Do you just tank the Synthesis? Do you just tank the Synthesis, or do you, just damage? You either tank it or heal block it. Best heal blocker because it doesn't bait Seed Flare. What's the best heal blocker? Gotcha. Espeon maybe? Is that what it is? Smeargle? Oh, so you use Smeargle to heal block. Ah, I see. On Jedge Gunza. On Jedge Gunza. Okay. That's interesting. That's actually really relevant. Sorry, excuse me. So having a heal block Smeargle is going to become a part of this raid, a necessity. That's super interesting. That's exactly the kind of information you could expect from Cab. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's the TLDR of, I think, everything so far. The recap, the SHAYMIN raid, the Zodiac Masters, just everything new in the PokeMMO event, the small little updates and bug fixes. Now, for today's stream, first things first, I want to collect the Pokeyen because I'm a broke boy at this point, okay? So we're going to collect this extra Pokeyen, and then I've got about 1 hour to beat as many raids as I can. I'm going to try to do at least one raid today. That's really it, but we'll see how many I can do between Bravery, Excadrill, and Gyarados. Unlock the ability to go do SHAYMIN. Is there a way to filter item listings to mount only? Yes, you can go to item listings, or advanced search under items. Go to, I assume you want the Shenwu mount. You can search just by that item, and like it'll only, instead of having to type like, you know, this in the chat and having other things pop up, you can do that with advanced search. It's a great way to, I did it for like looking for like mysterious Great Ball 2023s specifically instead of like other mysterious Great Balls, you know. It's a great question. Dude, I love this idea, IC680. They need a pre-raid chat once you group up with 60 seconds to change your lineup and like change some of your game plan would fix 80% of solo queue problems. I think the biggest, I feel like the biggest problem in solo queue would be like, how do you know who brings what, right? For this Excadrill raid, you need, you know, if all 4 people bring a Murkrow, well, now you're missing out on damage because you only need 3 Murkrows to lead, right? And then if all 4 people bring a Fake Tears Pokemon, then you're missing out on a massive amount of damage because you only need 1 Fake Tears Mon on turn 4, right? So like, if you're like the utility king and want to try to bring all the utilities up, maybe you just assume people don't, but like it kind of fucks things up. Like it's pretty brutal. It's hard to know who needs to bring what utility Mons. I kind of feel like the method is just, I would really recommend not solo queuing. I would just try to find a group of 4 people, a link of 4 people in my Discord or any sort of, or your team or any sort of social area in PokeMMO. Just find a group of 4 people. It'd be so much better. You're going to save so much time and stress and problems. I can't recommend it enough. What's the main focus of most players going to be once event season ends? Great question. Personal goals. I'm sure a lot of people will take a break before getting back to those, which is super reasonable. But a lot of people getting back to their egg hunts, getting back to their PvP, like tinkering, playtesting, tournaments, a lot of personal goals. It's very difficult to work on alongside events because there's so much going on. Like, I haven't been doing that much shiny hunting, or especially like rare shunting or specific shunts. Kind of just like, oh, if I want to in my downtime, I'll do a little bit of shunting. But I haven't EV trained or XP trained any Pokemon at all during the event as well. Stuff like that. Like, there's so many personal goals that you kind of can't work on, but you feel guilty working on during an event because there's just other stuff you could be doing that's time limited. Whereas outside of event season, there's nothing like time. You can just do whatever you want to do. You can do your own personal goals. If you're having trouble making those personal goals and you're looking for that motivation, those ideas, I strongly encourage you to check out. I have a video called 63 things to do in PokeMMO, and it goes over tons of different goals, game objectives, etc. And it's one of the most important questions to help people answer is to come up with your own goals. It's very difficult. I always compare PokeMMO to Minecraft in terms of most people beat the 5 storylines and maybe play event season and then quit the game, right? In Minecraft, most people beat the Ender Dragon and then quit the game, right? However, if you make your own goals, if you have a list of builds you want to do, things you want to explore, if you write down like XYZ, like coordinate locations, like to build, you can play Minecraft vanilla infinitely, right? If you set your own goals, which is what I personally do in Minecraft. But not everybody wants to do that, which is super fair. Not everybody likes to play like that, but PokeMMO is very similar. In my opinion, PokeMMO is very similar to vanilla Minecraft. You will see most players quit after the Ender Dragon, but there's also a fair amount of players who will play infinitely and never run out of fun, never run out of goals, never run out of content. It's essentially a sandbox in PokeMMO where there is infinite content to explore. It's more about your motivations to do so and your personal goals towards them. All right, boys, we did it. We completed all the 12 raids, which I did not expect to do. It's called Bouquet. How do you... Wilted Bouquet. There it is, boys. I believe if you use this, will it consume it? I don't think so. Do you want to visit Flower Paradise? Yes, I do. I cannot do the Shaymin raid today. That'll be a task for tomorrow. But look how sick this place is. Visually, I saw this on Cav's stream, and I was like, dude, that is beautiful. Also, it shows the Skyform Shaymin here. This is so sick. Look at this. How long is this path, bro? What? What? Is it infinite? Is this troll? Wait, hello? Wait, is it... What? I actually... Why was it so long? Lower accurate bike path? That was insane. What a lead up, bro. Holy shit. That is unfortunately where I have to call it for today. Just a really quick stream, but so much done. So much to do. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see PokeMMO videos every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this live. Discord's down below for tons of help during the event, as well as just a really cool community and a lot of really cool people. And if you want to go above and beyond, support the content, allow me to do this stuff in the first place, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal/Venmo donations, and all that above and beyond stuff is very, very helpful. Very appreciated. And just thanks for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys later. Enjoy the Lunar New Year events 2025 while it's here, fellas. Only a few more days left. 6 days as of recording. Have a great day. Have fun. Play PokeMMO. And peace, Reno. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me. And if your name is listed here, you're the reason I'm able to do this in the first place by going above and beyond and supporting the channel via YouTube memberships and Twitch Primes. Thank you so much. Have a great day.